okay? He's on a high mount. I need to always address the high mount. Sorry. He's on a high mount, which means his knees are really high. If I pop my hips, he doesn't really feel it. So I always want his hips underneath my hips. Hands come together. I walk, 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 so that his hips are underneath my hips. Now my hands are gonna make like L's, all right? L's. They go right to his hips over here, all right? I'm not gonna bench press, AJ. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my feet all the way to my butt so that I can lift him with my hips. I'm gonna pop my hips as hard as I can, and I'm gonna straighten my arms out. So I pop my hips up, and then I straighten my arms out to hold him, all right? Now from here, I'm gonna bring my knees inside and sit up, all right? Right to butterfly. But I'm not lifting AJ with my hands. It'd be really hard. He's strong, right? I lift him by popping my hips, and then my hands just stay locked out. So again, he's on top of me. If I pop my hips down, he doesn't feel it, all right? Hands nice and tight to my body. I walk, walk, walk. His hips are underneath my hips. Hands go right by his belt with L's. I pop my hips up, keep my arms straight, bring my knees in, sit up right to butterfly, all right? I try to get double unders when I sit up, and I can even make an S grip right here. S grip just means fingertips to fingertips. All right, let's do that a couple of times on 3. 1, 2, 3. First of all, I want you to recognize, look, when you're your partner stays on their knees for that. If you just to stand up, it's going to give you a really easy monkey sweep, all right? Again, if I was to do this, put my hands on his hips, and now when I pop and he stands right here, as long as he stands, stand up all the way, right? As soon as he stands up all the way, I can grab his legs, right? My legs are on the inside, and I just do this. Right? So he's not going to stand. He wants to keep his face, all right? So that's why when the person does that, you know, the stand, even if he goes really, really wide, I can't grab his legs. He's giving me position, stand back up. Let's say, you know, he was like how it was really wide, and I have a hard time doing that, I can switch right to X guard, all right? I can switch right to a one-legged X guard. All right, so him being really wide like that up on his feet is opening him up. And stay on his knees, all right? So that's why when we're doing these drills, make sure you react the right way, all right? Again, he has this high mount, all right? A high mount is harder for me to deal with. My arms are starting to come up, which means I'm more susceptible to getting arm locked or shoulder locked, all right? So also, he's not underneath my hips. I have no power. If I tried sitting up at all, it's very hard. All of his weight's on my chest. We're gonna do another escape. It's similar to almost like a bump over sweep, right? Obviously we're in mount, so it's not a sweep, it's an escape, but similar motion, all right? He's on top of me in a high mount, same thing where I walk my hips back. Now, what I'm gonna do is almost like I'm sitting up for a Kimura, all right? So I'm gonna take my left hand and I'm gonna sit up like this to my elbow, okay? And I'm gonna grab his pants. All right, because if I didn't grab his pants, he could step up and start body surfing and taking my back. Right, he's just gonna take my back. All right, and this is something that I do need to worry about. But I also, if I understand where I'm leaving myself vulnerable, maybe I can prevent it from happening. So again, I walk on my shoulder blades right in this little area. Sit my head up. I post my leg, and now look, I'm gonna kind of lift my hips up, and I'm gonna start rotating over. I post this leg high, so I kind of block it, go to take my back. I'm holding his pants, right? See, I'm holding his pants, making it hard for him to rotate around me, and I'm posting this leg, which makes it hard to get over his hips, over my leg, all right? So once I get in this position, all right, in order to make it so that he can't recover, my left hand comes back out. Now he can't take my back anymore, okay? So again, I'm not recommending this is like your go-to escape, but when I'm really having a hard time and I need to create a scramble, it's something that I look to do, right? Hands together, walk on my shoulder blades. I'm gonna sit my head right in between here on my side. I grab his hands, sit up to my elbow, right? From here, I'm gonna look to rotate. Post my leg, pull my arm back, all right? So let's give that a shot. On 3. And again, you have to be careful of a triangle, all right? Just like the other thing, it's possible in giving up my back. Whenever we escape, you have to understand that the best way to play safe is me to just sit here turtled up, like in a fetus position, all right? But I'm never gonna get out of mount, okay? So I need to be proactive. You need to understand that when you escape, what the other person's gonna try looking to attack, because you're gonna be leaving some kind of opening. So here, something that I'll opt to do too is, look, I'll get on my side, and when I do, I'll take this hand and I'll come underneath his butt, all right? So I have one hand underneath his butt. Now right here, I have to worry about me trying. When he goes to triangle, he thinks about when he goes to triangle. he wants to fall to that side to expose this arm up. All right, generally he's always going to look to fall to the opposite side of the hand that's in. All right, come back. So what I do is, again, in order to get my hand through, when he's on top of me like this, it's very hard to get my hand through. And when I get on my side, like, almost like body surfing, there's this little space. I put my arm through. Once my arm's through, I'm going to grab his pants, I'm going to bump, and I'm going to use my hand on his butt and throw him over to the left. I'm going to bump like this, up. Right? As I come, this elbow is going to slide out. Alright? Once I slide out, I can either go to his back, I can come right back to like that single to a double that we've done. Alright? Or I can just back to the left. Just coming out the back door, right? I don't really care how you guys recover afterwards. Let's just explode and come out the back door. But notice, look, when this is the arm that's going, that's still inside, I'm bumping over this side because I want to bump and get my arm out. I don't want to bump over this side where my arm's going to be completely exposed. Alright? So when I bump, if this is the arm that's still inside, I'm bridging over and this arm is coming tight. Right? I want to push him over, bring my arm tight, and slip my head out. Alright? So again, real quick. If I'm over here and I'm flat on my back, he's high, it's really hard to get my hand through. So again, I start this way, right? And use this, you know, my elbow, this hand's gonna come through, right? As it comes through, sorry, for my belt. As it comes through, I'm gonna shimmy up like an orange. I'm staying on my side, right? I'm not going to my back. Here, I'm gonna grab his pants, and as I grab, I'm gonna bump, right? And this elbow is gonna look to come nice and tight to the back. Underneath, I'm gonna put my hands together, right? Bring my head out, head out, head out. Right, coming up the back. Here, right there, the front here, jump to his back. There's a lot of different things that we can do, alright? But let's just try and wiggle out the back. Whenever the arm's on the inside, that's the side we're turning to, alright? Let's grab our partner and go on 3. 1, 2, 3.